Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your friendly neighborhood makeup hobgoblin here, and today we're going to be doing a get ready with me using some new products, and quickly going to shout out my Instagram. It's Strawberry Mermaid Beauty without the vowels on the first half. I'll link it down below. And if you want to stay tuned to get this look, there's a hair somewhere on my face attacking me. If you want to get this look or reviews about the product or a small journey regarding these bangs, just keep on watching. Bangs are setting, and I've already prepped my base. I put the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream on, and let's just hop into it. I think what I want to do for my base is use the Saie products again. So this is just the glowy face glow gel, and I don't know what my bangs are gonna do. I don't know if they're gonna be a side bang, a front bang, a curtain bang. So we shall see once we take that out. Or you will have already seen it, but. Alright. And again, this smells like plants. I don't know why. I also want to take the Saie Slip Tint, and I've been trying to gather my thoughts on this because some days I really like it and then some days I'm like, what happened here? So let's just give it a whirl. I think I'm actually gonna apply this with my beauty blender or my Paw sponge, because I did that one day and it looked really good. Because there was one day where I went in with my finger and like, I don't know what happened. It got like weird and it like pilled everything, so I had to take it off. But I feel like with the sponge, it didn't do that. So let's see. I mean, it's barely there coverage, but that's what I like, so I'm okay with that. I don't know what's happening to my nose. She's breaking out. Okay, let's take the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I have the shade 3.20, so it's a light medium olive, because one time I got this in like, I think I got shade 4. That was a mistake. Okay, let's go with that. How have y'all been doing? Comment down below one positive thing that's happened in your life, whether it was big or small. Yesterday, I finally took down my Christmas tree. I don't want to talk about it, but I did it all by myself, and then I made dinner, so real proud about that. Today, I am going to work, so I guess I'm proud that I washed my hair, because that is a whole ordeal, because I have to shampoo it at least twice, and the water doesn't get cool here anymore now that it's summer in full swing, basically. So even just like the water all the way on cold, it's still warm. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to my hair. But luckily I have a lot less blue in my hair now, so maybe it won't be as bad. And I really obviously only shampoo my scalp and my roots, and then I only condition the bottom, so I'm hoping it'll balance out at some point. This concealer is very pretty. I feel like my under eye bags are living a different journey than I wish they were. So I'm gonna add like a little bit more. So I do have to go into work after this, so that'll be fun. Thursdays are my short days, one of my shorter days, so nothing too crazy. I get to sleep in. And I get to eat lunch before work, which is nice. Because sometimes when I work in the morning, I have to, you know, I only eat breakfast at home. So it's nice when I can like, I feel like I have a better plan of the day. So now I'm going to take a cream bronzer. I got the Nars Laguna in the shade Laguna 2 Original. It's a lot more pigmented than I anticipated, but I can't tell you what I anticipated. So I'm going to take the Rare Beauty foundation brush, and I got this tip from, I think, Amanda Z, where she was like, just push it in and keep pushing it in with like a dense brush, and it'll just blend itself out. So yeah, I accidentally swirled my brush the first time in this, and it definitely was not meant for that in the slightest. But I feel like it's a good shade. And I did recently order, Pixie dropped new bronzers in their On The Glow blush formula, so I got those because I really want to try them out because I feel like it's a really good, I mean, even though they're $18, so they're not cheap, but it's something you can pick up at Target, you can pick it up at like a grocery store that sells it, sometimes Ulta has them, so I feel like it's more of an accessible brand if you're in the US and you have Target. So I think that's nice to test out. Also, I really do enjoy the blushes. I was thinking about doing a purple eyeshadow look, but honestly, I can't be bothered. So I think we're just gonna do something neutral, but I'm okay with that, just like neutral, pretty. Not saying colorful isn't pretty, but you know what I mean. Sometimes you just want to be like classic, a classic look. All right, let's get brows on, and I've gone back to using my Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt only because I feel like the Kosas one applies a little too much pigment sometimes, and I don't love it. And then what I should have done first was powder my forehead, but I didn't, so now we're doing that backwards. So I am going to powder my forehead for the sole purpose of I do not know what my bangs are going to do. So I just want to set myself up for success in that way if you pick up what I'm putting down. So I'm taking the Kosas, oh, is that hard pan? Excuse me. And I'm gonna like set my forehead. I have the shade Feathery, and she's got hard pan. I've only had her for like 3 weeks. Interesting. I'm also going to connect it like right there because my bangs also touch that area, and I want to give them a fighting chance. You know, I just washed them. They deserve a chance to be not oily. Okay, let's check the under eyes. Okay, so I have a bunch of new blushes. I know. What do we want to do? Because I've got the Nars. I got Torrid because I had purchased Orgasm and I really, really liked it. But then I got these. I also have the Saie ones. But I just got the Tarte ones. So I think I might, since my eye is going to be neutral, I think I might want to try this. Again, Amanda Z made me buy this. I think I need to find a different way to apply it, because I tried doing with the Beauty Blender and it completely picked it back up and took it off my face. So let's look for a somewhat clean little brush, please. You know, let's do this one. This was from the Sephora, like, charcoal collection. All right. And this is the shade Buff. I've been told that these are comparable or a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Glowgasms. I have yet to test that theory, but I do have to say, just like formula-wise, they're not the same. in a good way, because as much as I like the Charlotte Tilbury ones, I do find that they do not give you a lot of time to blend them out, and sometimes it's like, oh no, like what's happening, because it's not blending. Also, it's more of a gel, whereas that one I feel is more of like a proper liquid because it dries at a quicker rate. That's actually quite pretty. And again, this was in the shade Buff. They were 30 or 20% off on Ulta, and it was 5 times the points. So I would say wait for something like that. Don't go out here buying them full price unless you're just getting like one. I'm going to be using the Patrick Ta Major Dimension eye palette, and this is the first one that he came out with. I don't want to blind you. I didn't need this, but here we are, and we're gonna leave it at that. Let's go in with, I'm feeling a Wayne Goss brush. It's been a while. It's been a while. So this is a Wayne Goss 03, and I think I'm not gonna use the creams today, but I'm gonna dip into this matte brown and probably the darker one. But I swatched this matte brown, and it gives me Melt Unseen vibes, and if you don't know, Melt Unseen was like the star of my wedding eyeshadow look, because I did a matte look, because who am I? I don't know. I did a matte look, and it was just stunning. My friend Tara Brooke here on YouTube and Instagram, she always raved about this palette. And I was always like, no, don't need it, don't need it. But I'm really into neutrals right now. Who am I? I don't know. And it finally came back in stock, because you have to admit this thing was like in and out of stock like crazy. So I'm using the lighter shade next to this. So it was interesting that it was finally in stock, and I was like, you know what? I was ordering the Nars blush anyway, and I did use this. I put this one on my allowance, so it was technically an okay, acceptable purchase. Just half of the other things I've done isn't. What do some of you guys do to try to like do other healthy, have other healthy outlets other than makeup content? I'm trying to get back into TV shows because I'm really good about like immersing myself. But then that also has a negative, because then I just become unhealthily obsessed with that, and realistically, that's not any better. Okay, so Sonia G mini, no, I don't want the mini booster. I want the classic crease. And now I'm gonna take the darkest brown in the palette and just boop that on my outer corner. And I don't know how this is gonna blend out yet, as it's my first time using the palette. So I guess we'll figure this out together. Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna use the peachy shade on my lid, because I swatched that one yesterday and I was taken aback by its beauty. Let's go back in with that middle shade, or the first shade that I laid down, to just kind of soften some of the edges. And then I'm going to go back in with the darker shade one last time and really just kind of, I'm going to kind of relax my grip on the brush. As you see, I went down on the handle, so I have more of a softer, lighter grasp on it. Yeah, that made it a lot easier to just kind of well, that is really pretty. What are some of your guys' favorite neutral eyeshadow palettes? Because gosh darn it, where did I put the brush that I just used? I find, like I've always said, like bougie neutrals slay my life. Like I love an expensive neutral palette. Like I want to spend, you know, $5 on like a single shadow, no more. Like a single colorful shadow. But when it comes to neutrals, that's a lie, because obviously I've spent way more, but I don't know, there's something about bougie neutrals and they just make me feel like a pretty princess, and I'm like, oh my god. I don't know, one, what are your favorite neutral palettes? And then two, what type of makeup makes you feel the way I just described? Because I'm sure for some people it's not going to be a neutral, it's going to be something else, because we are all different human beings living in the 2022 on plain Earth. So I would be interested to know. I can finally use my hands again to apply things to my eyes without having a giant fingernail in the way. Very sad I broke my nail today. And we're gonna take that peachy shade. And I don't know if these are a brush formula, but I do need to use a brush at least on the inner corner. Okay, so maybe a brush is not the best, but I didn't think it would be. I just didn't want, I didn't want a messy inner corner. So this is what Tara Brooke was always talking about. This is beautiful, and I know you didn't see a single thing since my head was turned. Sorry, not sorry, nobody's perfect. You live and you learn it. Let's do the other eye. And I'm just gonna try to do the whole thing with the finger. It's just really hard to get that like tiny inner corner, because I don't want to get too much eyeshadow on the non-mobile part of my lid on the inner corner. I personally don't want that today for neutral looks. Sometimes with shimmery looks, I pull it all the way up in this area, but that's really not what I want to do today. It is not. This is pretty, and then I'm going to take the darker shimmer because I love doing this. I'm going to take it on my little baby finger, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner. Oh, wow. That was one of the greatest ideas I've ever had, but then also Patrick Ta, because he put that in there for me. He put that in there for me. I love putting a shimmer on the outer V, like a dark brown shimmer. You know how hard it is to find a palette that puts a dark brown shimmer out there? So many don't, and I don't understand, because I think it really ties the look together, unless you're doing like a cut crease, but that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. Like if you're doing like that chisel and then it's like got a harder edge, but still people still blend those out a little bit. So I don't understand why they think we're just gonna keep like the outer corner of a look matte when there's shimmer across the lid. Shimmer across the entire lid. What's up with that? I also have an idea for a new series. I think I want to do something regarding like staple products from a brand, but like OG staples, possibly cult classics, but more staples. Like for an example, like the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner. To me, that is like a cult classic staple, and I feel like some people are sleeping on them. So things like that, especially from brands that have been around for a while. Just those random items where it's like everybody knows this product, but not a lot of people continue to buy them, where they're like, oh yeah, I had an Urban Decay eyeliner, you know, a couple years, you know, back in the day, and I loved it, but it's like you never re-got it. They've got some cool shades. Not saying I have a lot of them, but the ones I have, I truly, truly enjoy. This is just a sample of the Lancome Idol. It's got a pretty good brush for a sample size product. I hate when some mascara samples are literally just formula samples and they don't have the matching brush. Like, what's the point? What's the point? And in case you were wondering, all I did for my bangs was I put the tiniest bit of mousse in them, and then I blow dried them with the Dyson Airwrap with the brush attachment, the round brush. Okay, okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. And then I have a bunch of lip products because, so the day that Tarte was having a sale, Too Faced lip injections also were having a sale. This is Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude. I just got it a couple weeks ago. Realistically, I probably should have put the lip plumper on first because my lips are going to change in size. I got a couple of the glosses that do not have shimmer in them because I really loved the hot chocolate one that I got for holiday. And I just wanted some different colors. I think I'm going to do the nude. This one's called Soulmate, and it was described as a cool tone nude. Got a fruity scent. Okay. All right. What is the scent on these? I was expecting their other scent. Oh, maybe it's gonna turn into Fire Watermelon. Remember that? Okay, let's take my bangs out and see. This is not the vibe. This is like, Cheryl, go get me a pack of cigarettes, you know? Do you want some gum? All right, let's see if we can do curtain bang, or if curtain bang is not the vibe. I think we can work with this. No? I think I can work with this. Yeah. Okay. I can work with that. And then one of like the final touches I've been doing on my hair is the R & Co Saie Soft Wave Spray. The stylist that cut my hair recommended this. It's a lightweight spray. Shiny, natural, voluminous waves, adds texture, light hold, effortless body, and a tousled effect. And it has style memory. So. It smells good too. It's very subtle. My bangs are really living the moment for a second. Should we leave them like that? Should we live in this little bang moment? I don't know. Is this cute? Is this who I am? Who is she? Her name is Cheryl. She smokes a pack a day. That's who she is. If your name is Cheryl, you're a badass. All right, so this video is taking a turn. Who are we? I don't know. It's gonna end up having body. Look at the profile. This is the final look and the final bang I decided on. And I hope you guys liked today's video. Please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite... What?